we don't just talk about these issues, so try to profile possible solutions to all of it. Now, amongst one of the issues that have had actually germane reactions in the public is the issue of the closure of the border. Initially, people were like, okay, these are good ones, and of course, it will improve farmer productivity, talking about food production, and of course, it will actually increase dependability on our locally produced food. But how is all of these panning out? And of course, if you look at the current sales of a bag of local rice in the market, it's actually selling for about 24,000 naira, initially being sold at 14,000 naira. Now, if we say the closure of borders actually makes Nigeria to depend on our local produce food, how about inflation? So all of these which I'll talk about in the next couple of minutes. I have my guest with me. It is Chisom Dike, the chief farmer and of course CEO Billionaire Farms Limited, Price and River State. Looking so tush this morning. Good morning, how you doing?
Good morning, Flora. How you doing?
Very well.
Good.
I like the fact that thank you so much. And I like the very word race. You told me just I can't trust this morning. I'm sure you bring you some percentage of that.
Sure.
If you're interested in money, interested in investing into the farm business, I think Chike is just right here to help you all of that. I've given you advert for free.
Oh, well, that's good. Thank you.
I know it's one of those things you get the benefit when you avail yourself here. Okay, let's get talking. But for you, how's it been like being a farmer? Closure of the border, and of course we just celebrated the World Food Day. So how does all of these answer to?
It's a welcome development for farmers. Indeed, let's go way back history. In the 70s, I'm sure you were not born then. I'm not sure. In the 70s, when one of the government came in, they set up a presidential committee on importation of rice, for instance, rather than a committee on
production of rice,
exportation of rice. So that dwindled the production of rice in Nigeria. So we now became dependent on foreign rice. And obviously, when a local production of rice or a local producer of rice becomes in competition with foreign rice, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So the production cost will be higher for you, and importation is less expensive. And again, the rice brought in
demands will even be low.
Yes, we tend to go into the packaging and all the adverts on it. Meanwhile, the local rice is it has a better nutrition, it's fresher and not preserved.
You're marketing yourself.
Not really. So
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, so while that's what dwindled the production of rice to start with, and other crops like palm oil and all the rest of them. So with the closure of the border, it's a welcome development for the farmers. Now we're beginning to produce. A lot of people are now going into production of these crops that are banned from coming into Nigeria. Even in River State here, you have a lot of people going to the north, to Sokoto and Kano, and bringing in rice and repackaging it and selling.
At a higher cost.
Well, for now, that's one of the things we're going to bear until things settle.
But that's wrong. We shouldn't bear it. We shouldn't condone it in the first place. Because it's been what we've been praying for.
It shouldn't be that way, but obviously, people are taking advantage that the borders are closed. Meanwhile, more rice is being produced. Actually, we consume 7 million tons of rice annually.
Yeah.
And about 3.7% of them is produced locally. So the rest is being what's the word I should use? It's being supported by the foreign rice
imported rice.
So now people are beginning to go into rice production. You saw the Cross River State governor come down with this rice seedling.
Great job is doing that.
Perfect.
And I like the mechanization of the rice production and all.
Yes, but do you realize?
And the incentive given to 1,000 farmers.
Yes, just not that. Do you realize they're not doing rice seedling? So you can just go pick up the seedling, and then you plant, and then you get your own rice paddy. When you plant, what you get is a rice paddy. Okay. And then you take it to the mill. They mill it to your rice, either your brown rice or your parboiled rice. Okay. So like a bag of rice paddies for 75 kg. When you mill it, it becomes 50 kg of rice. So actually, those paddies are sold for 7,000, 8,000. So the rice produced or milled shouldn't cost more than 14,000 within that price. But because the borders have just been closed sometime in August, so there's a kind of false inflation and people are beginning to hoard them.
Okay, now, but looking at the timing of the closure of the border, and of course looking at the approach to festivity, which is Christmas, and of course there will be high level of demand for rice, people want gifts and all of that. Do you think we have enough capacity, enough mechanics to be able to produce what close to 2 million? As we speak now, Nigeria is about 2 million points, 200 million people. Do you think we have the capacity, we have the farmlands, not to forget that as about that, I think 2012 we have about 1.7 hectares of land being used by farmer, which is below the estimated 7.8 million. So do you think we have the capacity to produce what those 2 million people will consume in December?
Nigerians are very resilient people. They work under pressure. If you notice, every Nigerian can work under pressure. We can. We actually can. And where we don't meet up, we can still get to what we have. Actually, I think this is the right time.
Yeah.
Because if we can withstand it within this festive period, then we can withstand it the rest of the year. It's just a matter of time.
So how do we deal with inflation? How do we deal with the fact that there are people who repackage the already small goods, foreign rice, and rebag it and sell, or those who foreign bags rather rebag it into the facade of a foreign rice and sell at outrageous, humongous amounts to people?
What you have right now, rice already in Nigeria. I don't think anyone is able to bring in rice anymore because the borders are closed. But there are people that had already stored
this rice. They smuggle it through the sea.
If you look around, if you see what's going on, the rights authorities are doing something about it. You know, there's nothing coming into the sea. Originally, Nigeria used to have what we call the Form M given to importers to bring in rice. That Form M they don't give it anymore since 2016. Thereabouts. So all you've been seeing are smuggled rice within the borders. Let me give you a good example. It's been said that about 20 million tons of rice is hanging around our neighboring country, precisely Benin Republic, and they're actually 18 million people.
Yeah.
And we're 200 million people. And we consume 7 million tons. And they already have 20 million tons. What do you think? Where do you think that rice is coming to? Nigeria, obviously.
Wow.
Because we have the population. And they actually don't eat parboiled rice over there. So all of this is coming to Nigeria. And this rice they've stayed so long, preservation, they've been preserved. Most of them are over 40 years. They are no longer fresh, but we just drive around with it and continue. Let me say something to you. Just imagine, I don't think we import Gary.
No.
But if China starts doing Gary now, and we start importing them on Thailand, you find out that the local production of Gary will die off.
Yeah.
And then we start depending on China or Thailand, thereby killing our own economy.
You know, it's something I think we're gradually thinking of how to let go of it, because if you actually watch the Nigerian mentality, we believe everything that produced here is like of a low standard, and if you go to the market you want to get something, this one is Aba made, this is foreign made. You see Nigerians, they want to like pay through their nose for the foreign made. It's like a culture.
It's a culture.
Even when you look at healthcare, people will prefer to go outside the country to go for surgical treatments and all of that. It's just recently we're beginning to like embrace our own. And if you say the closure of the border will actually help. But again, let's look at packaging. Let's look at how well this particular aspect of the economy has actually done so well. We know that this particular agriculture actually employs about 2/3 of the labor force of the country. But performance has actually stifled the eligibility and of course productivity of the sector. What am I talking about? Please, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Roland.
Okay, Roland, good morning.
Yes. The local products really affect you more. But my question is, what is the government doing about the price reflation?
Okay.
That's my major question.
Okay. What the government should do about the rising price? Back to what I was saying. Our performance, our packaging has actually stifled our production. Take for instance, back in the days, nobody wanted to consume our locally produced rice because of presence of stones, sands, and all. But over time, I think they've somehow enhanced the production.
Yes.
How do you think we can actually up our gains in the area of production?
Okay. With that, you know, back in the days we had this rice in April. What's it called?
Abakaliki
rice.
Yeah.
Then it had a lot of stone in it. Then it was being managed by private individuals or people just going afford. Now you have the government investing in them, giving them the right machineries, the right milling machines.
Yeah.
If you're milling from a proper machine, a 21st century machine, you will not have those funds.
Yeah.
So this is where the government comes in,
Yeah.
and this is where smart people or young people like the youths now come into, because you see a lot of doing a lot of things on the internet and all the rest. If the young ones come into farming as a profession or invest in farming, you will not see most of these things.
Yeah.
So we need to look into our packaging and rebranding. People are beginning to do that. And with the closure of this border, as you said, a lot of people are going to invest in local production of food. And then there'll be a competition. Once there is competition, people are bound to improve.
Okay.
There'll be a lot of improvements.
Okay, now let's still talking about packaging. Away from like rice, let's look at cashew nuts, for instance. Look at imported cashew nut. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
Turn down the volume of your TV set, please. Okay, let's talk.
What my contribution is this to stop. How can federal government do something like
The CBN governor invited the Nigerian Rice Farmers Association. It's an association that is big and growing. Also invited the Nigerian Millers, as the Rice Millers Association of Nigeria. So they all sat down with the CBN and they talked about this increase in rice and the cost of rice. And they came up with their communique where the next couple of weeks you have rice come down, the prices will crash down.
Okay.
There's a lot of production going on now. So
How long does it take for production process to go?
rice is grown within 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
So you can mill.
Actually produce rice by December.
Yes, we will. We already have, and there's a lot of it. It's just people are holding them and waiting for the Christmas period.
Okay, and I think another challenge you may also want to look at is the issue of processing of food.
Yes.
Because what we're used to, that rush, consume now. We're not looking at the future of, okay, let's process and of course export so that we can actually increase the GDP, you know. But do we have mechanisms in place to be able to process and export? Are we aiming towards that direction?
We're aiming towards that direction, but that's where we need the government to help the local farmers. Most states are beginning to do that. Lagos State is doing that. Anambra is already doing that. Cross River is doing that. So other states.
You're not mentioning. You've been mentioning Anambra, Cross River. You're not mentioning River State. Are we not agrarians here? I know one of the major occupation of the rivers is agrarian in nature. Are we not into food production?
We are, but we're actually not having much of the government support. Like if you Google, you find out Rice Association of I'm still sticking on the rice.
Yeah.
Of Nigeria, you see other states chapter, we don't have any chapter in
River State. Sad.
It's so sad because because
well,
of
you're there, CEO Billionaire Farm. What are you doing in this respect?
We're beginning to look into it, but we can't be everywhere.
Okay.
We also need the support of other farmers. Now, we have so many farmers, but they just localize within themselves. So such a program we brought up now will bring us together, and we're looking into by the end of the year to have farmers. Trade fair that will come up into Port Harcourt, and all the farmers bring in their goods to a particular place, and then we can begin to liaise with fellow farmers and farm associations and get government help and incentives from the state and the federal government.
Okay, let's quickly tackle the issue of inflation.
Yes. So
now, competition will actually give rise to inflation because everything we're producing is what we're consuming here. People are not thinking of getting from outside. And how do we curtail inflation? And we have these products available for both the commoners and everyone should be able to buy.
Okay, just like I said earlier on, we're already beginning to go into meetings and making sure that this food is available at the right cost. But for you and I, like I said, there's this community in the Rivers. It's called farmers community, farmers market community. A couple of people there are actually going to the north and buying the rice bag, mailing them and packaging them. So you're going to have a lot of rice coming to Rivers State from the north and from the western part.
Will that die of inflation?
It should. It should.
Well, how about if there's regulation, if there's a staple price, like this is what you should sell?
Yes, like I said, they are needs right now because this just happened within a couple of months.
Yeah. The
border was closed in October. So it's going to take time. These are some of the sacrifices we need to make in order for us to have a better tomorrow.
Okay, going forward now, but what should we look at for in terms of the agro industry this as the year winds down?
Yeah, as the year winds down, this is the period where a lot of food will be consumed. In fact, it's said that the number of food we waste as Nigerians can feed another African country for the
wow.
year. And this is the period where you have a lot of the parties, weddings, or one-day parties and all the rest. So a lot of food is being consumed. So this is the time for farmers to get into serious business of production. Are you into crop, livestock? Get into it seriously now and rebrand, repackage, and let's move forward.
Fine, thank you so much. Okay, how about a lot of future investors, those thinking of a business opportunity and have some money somewhere?
Yes, you can't go wrong with investing in agriculture, because definitely we definitely eat. Everybody eats. Everybody eats. You may not buy clothes today, but you're definitely going to eat. I'm sure you have your breakfast.
Yeah, I do.
Sure. And you have something from the agri product. What did you eat?
No, just light. Something light.
Okay, so definitely you're going to have people demand for food go high. So if you are out there and you can't farm, or you don't have the properties for it, there are a lot of companies, there are a lot of farmers that are willing to do the farm work for you.
Like Billionaire Farm?
Yes, we actually do what we call digital farming.
Okay.
And the digital farming is where you subscribe to one of our programs. Is it, let's say you want to do have some goats or poultry or cucumber vegetables. We have the packages. If you check online, you see it. And let's
what's the page online?
It's Farm Entrepreneurs on Instagram.
Farm
Entrepreneurs.
The normal spelling of farm, F-A-R, entrepreneur, E-N-T-R-E-P-R-E-N-U-R-E.
On Instagram, yes, or on Facebook. So you find us, we have some packages that are, let's say, like 100,000 and upwards. For instance, you invest like 100,000 in the farm, and you get about 20-30%, depending on what farm enterprise you've chosen. And you get it from 2 months, because some certain vegetables are ready within 2 months. If you do the rice one, you'll be ready within 4 to 6 months. So you begin to get there.
Make it perfect. Thank you so much. Chiso DK is the Chief Farmer Billionaire Farm here in the Rivers State. You could actually find him on Facebook or Instagram at Farmer Entrepreneur.
Yes, Farm Entrepreneurs.
What you call entrepreneur. The word is entrepreneur. So find him out on Facebook and Instagram, Farmer Entrepreneur. Thank you so much, Chiso DK, for coming on the show. Up next is Sport. Stay with us.